Mr. Oshomole says that his differences with the governor are strictly on governance issues and the need to carry political players in the state along.
What I expected the governor to do, which should be the benefit of continuity, because we told Edo people we are continuing from where I stopped. The benefit that ought to accrue is that the governor continue with these projects so that Edo people can see the benefit. Even if I was succeeded by a PDP government, I don't think they would have shut that hospital for as long as the governor did. So now, I will ask you, are these issues personal to me? We have no argument over money. We have no argument over appointment. In fact, in the meeting that we had with 4 governors, including Governor Bagudu, I asked the governor, how many commissioners did I nominate to your cabinet? He agreed I only nominated 1 person. Only 1 out of more than 20 commissioners. Not many Nigerians will believe that. Because for me, I was out of government and I've already convinced myself that the day I step out of government, that's it. And after that first meeting, the governor decided to remove even that work commissioner along with 7 others. But that's not my business. He has a right to appoint, remove, appoint, remove. Those are government discretion. The governor can never tell you that I have interfered in his choice of project and so on. The only thing I feel a bit worried about is the fact that some of the projects we started together have been abandoned. There is no way to solve disagreement without talking to the aggrieved parties. Let me assure you, this governor is not under threat. It is those who make money from crisis, what I call merchants of confusion. They are only relevant when there is a fight. Who can tell the governor, oh, don't worry, they want to impeach you. The governor should ask himself, what has he done to deserve impeachment? What will I gain if Godwin does not run second term? Is Oshomole going to run the second term? If I did what I did, whether he acknowledged it or not, but people know what I did to support him to be, what comfort will I have if he's terminated halfway?
The president said, go and build the party from the base, from the word. That is what we are doing. And anybody who cannot comply with the party structure has to leave the party. And we are warning the suspended national chairman. If he continues with his activities in Edo State, I will show him that I am the governor of Edo State. Because while he was governor, he will not tolerate a fraction of the misdemeanors and misbehavior he's undertaking today. So I have decided and declared that if Comrade Oshomole comes here to our state to say he wants to disrupt the activities of the state or the party, we will deal with him the way we know how best to. Okay? We are the dominant party here. Other people want to come and join us. We don't want to scare them away and create an impression that we're a party that is not organized, that is always fighting. We are not fighting. There are some people who truly don't belong here, and they are showing their color. So, as you meet, just note that the leadership, you are the party. You are the party. And our constitution is clear how we do our things. You will determine how the party is run according to the constitution. The party in Abuja is the national. The membership of the party are here in Edo State. They determine. Nobody can come and impose his will, particularly when the will or action are against the constitution of the party in Edo. It will not happen. And my final word, I have said it, Comrade Oshomole stands suspended from the party in this state.
Ordinarily, within any given political structure or a political party, going and heading towards the election, it is ordinarily expected that all hands will be on deck to work positively towards one direction to achieve a common goal and objective, which is, winning the elections. So if that is a concern of the people you've referred to, yeah, I think that is true, but it depends on the parameters and the angle from which they are looking at it from. Generally speaking, like I said, everybody will be concerned, every party member will be concerned that party members across board should work together towards the same objective, particularly when it's not a one-party system. You have other political parties within the state and the country, Edo State and, of course, Nigeria at large. So if that is the basis for their concern, fine. But if it comes to their personal attack on the able chairman, the person of Comrade Adams and Obaseki, who has done so well since assumption of office as the National Party chairman, and of course it is because of his capacity, and that the Nigerians, particularly APC members, know that he has to bring on board. That was why he was elected national chairman in the first case. And since he came on board, there has been magnificent improvement in the activities of the party, particularly in relation to, elections across the country. Yes, some critics were quick to mention issues relating to Ogun State, the Senator Amosu, Senator Rochas Okorocha, and my friend, the ex-governor of Taraba State then, when they came up having vigorous attack on the person of Comrade Adams Obaseki. And all these were because the person they were attacking on all fours was insisting on party discipline and party supremacy. You recall very clearly that the issues between Comrade Adams Obaseki and these people I just mentioned and a host of others that I'm not in position to mention right now was just because that the Comrade governor, as the national chairman of the party, knows the intricacies and what it takes to, winning elections and getting people of the party together and be happy as a one family. And the fundamental way to achieve that is to ensure that supremacy of the party is there and there must be party discipline. So, if for the avoidance of doubt, you probably will recall the issues that happened in why the then governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, had issues with a comrade. And it was just simply because of choice of candidates and somebody wanting to produce the son-in-law as a governor, at the same time wants to become the senator. It was not a matter for comrade. It was a decision of the people of Imo State who were opposed to him doing that, taking the position of the governorship candidate at the same time coming to the Senate and even wanting to project somebody to become one of the children to be a House of Rep member. So it was so alleged and there was no rebuttal to that. And as normal person would think, he got to the national and he was advised on what to do. Take a choice. If you want to be a governor, if you want your son-in-law to be, if that is your choice, make it known to your people. Leave out the issue of senatorial candidacy. Of course, he opted for the kill. He wanted the two. And the Imo people, weren't quite happy with that. I do not see the role Comrade Adams Obaseki has to play in that. Those state issue, you cannot deal with it without going to the very fundamentals. And I was happy when I saw the publication made by the SY APC chairman yesterday, Barrister Adams and Obaseki, where he went into historical excursion of tracing the fact that what happened, the Edo State is where it is today, I'm talking about APC now, started from the issues of the primaries. It is most pathetic that Edo State was turned into, in fact, not even the days of Idi Amin of Uganda would anybody have seen what happened on the 2nd of October 2018, when the primaries were supposed to have taken place. What we saw was brigandage, complete show of shame, where dictatorship became the order of the day. There was nothing like primaries. All the governor did was to, get his special advisors, the various chairmen of councils, and some commissioners to go around the wards, collate, get the ward registers and write out the names of the total number. That was just their concern, to ensure that what they were bringing to the state was not going to be more than what is in the register of the various ward levels. I personally was supposed to be a candidate in that election. I came out clearly for the primaries. My supporters turned out en masse. On the whole of that day, there was nothing like primary. Before we knew it, before midday, they declared, somebody that in fact, they had what they call, in their own word, their word, then they call it establishment list. Somebody was declared, and so many people were declared across the state. This led to, I granted press interview on that very day, and to the glory of God, the National Working Committee and of the party got to understand what was going on in this state was a far cry from what APC as a party stands for. So it was only natural and reasonable, and they did exactly what they had to do by calling on the state governor that you have done is clearly out of order.
I don't think Honorable Ikarale is speaking the truth. He knows what happened in Edo State. I think so many letters flying here and there, and people worried about the life and sustainability of democracy in Edo State and indeed in Nigeria, because they see APC now as a party in conspiracy against its own fairness. And when these things begin to happen, a situation where truth is put in detention, law is arrested, and certain persons turn themselves into lawgivers. Let's go to Edo State, the primaries in October, which he spoke of. I think the thing was done twice. The first one was done in line with the constitution of the party, but Comrade Adams Oshomole, the national chairman, cancelled it and brought people, of course, in the pattern of showing that imperial face. People came from Abuja, conducted the primaries, and they left. Results were not announced here. They took results, went to Abuja, and brought out the list. If the governor of Edo State, Adams and Obaseki, had leverage and was able to put his people, how come 14 people are still with Comrade Adams Oshomole in Abuja? Why are they externally packaged? If the governor put his own cronies, if he manipulated the primaries, how come you still have people in Abuja who refuse to go to the House of Assembly to be inaugurated? So these are the issues. I think we should we should commit ourselves to truth. The truth of the matter is that there's this fight for dominance. Comrade Adams Oshomole was the governor in Edo State, and for 8 years, he dominated his space. For 8 years, he was not just like a colossus. Indeed, he was a colossus. And other men merely peeped under his huge legs to find themselves dishonorable graves. Now, he is the national chairman, no longer the governor. We have a governor now. He should be a governor both in office and in power. But Comrade Adams Oshomole has forgotten that you cannot have the best of two worlds. All the SSCs you had and exhibited as governor, you cannot now as national chairman, because there is a substituting authority here. Nowhere in the world that you have permanent champion. What exists in the world is a current champion, and Adams and Obaseki is the current champion. So we don't need to, drag these issues too far. It is the issue of dominance and the tendency to liberate oneself. If you quarrel with Governor Obaseki for trying to liberate himself, then there will be no justification for taking his powers from him in the first place.